Oh, hey, welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be answering some of your burning questions. I did an Instagram poll and I told you guys ask me all the juicy, dirty questions you could, and you didn't, first of all. You're asking me if I wanted kids. I hate children. Just kidding. So let's go through these questions together. I know you guys want to get to know me a little bit better, even though I already overshare as it is. Now I'm making a YouTube and I'm really going to be oversharing because none of my family follow me on here. Just kidding, Mom, if you're watching this, I love you. No, but seriously, you guys asked me if I'm planning on having kids. Well, I did just get engaged. I know, it's so exciting. Eventually, yes. I mean, me and Brandon's age gap, there's about 4-ish years between us. So he's 30 going on 31. I'm turning 27 next week. I still got some good years left, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to pop out kids right now. Kids are smelly, snotty, bratty. They scream, they cry, they puke. Like, maybe I don't want kids. Question number 2. How long have you and your man been together / how did you meet? So, me and Brandon have been together since September 15th of 2020. That's the day we matched on Tinder, the day we decided to swipe right. That's all she wrote. Actually, no, she wrote a lot more. We both had just got out of serious relationships, not looking for anything at all, if you catch my drift. It's funny because my roommate actually made me download the app and I was like, I'm not gonna download Tinder, like, I'm gonna meet somebody organically.
BFFR. What did that spell? B fucking for real.
Who says that? Literally, Brandon was my 3rd match. And he had the douchiest profile, and I loved it. Oh, I ate it up. And the only reason I responded to him was because he asked me about my job, and at the time I was a scientist because if you haven't been following me on social media, a little bit of backstory about me, I went to Virginia Tech, which is a college in Virginia, hence the name, and I went to school for systems biology, and I also got a minor in medicine and society, so we love our women in STEM over here. Smart, sexy, hot science women.
And I said, well, how hard can it be? Boys do it.
I was a scientist for a little bit after I graduated college, so my bio said like I was an associate scientist at this pharmaceutical lab. I was working on the COVID vaccine. So Brandon, like, nothing like I can't think of a pickup line, but nothing cheesy. It was just like, hey, you're a scientist, like that's really cool, tell me more about it. And I was like, oh, a normal human man, okay. Respond. Yeah, and that actually worked pretty well because I saw him that night.
Oh, so you're a slut.
Okay, moving on. Do you ever get tired of the aspect of always being on view for social media? Honestly, no. I thought I would because I'm just so open with you guys, but I think because I'm so open with you guys and I'm not trying to put on some sort of persona and pretend I'm something I'm not, I get up and I film what I do. I film myself doing laundry. You know what I mean? I would love to be one of those clean girl aesthetics that like make the pretty ice cubes and swirl around their matcha that they just made. Like, bitch, I'm crawling out of bed 5 minutes before I have to actually do something with my life. I'm dragging my ass to Dunkin' or Starbucks. I don't cook. I eat out all of the time. Share me. So no, I don't get tired of being on view. I do get tired of editing though. I will tell you that. Or I'll get into a creative rut and creating content just feels like harder. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but no. Luckily, you guys just love me so much and just love me for who I am. Like, it's fine. Ew. Why did I just talk like that? What is your phone number? I don't know, you weirdo.
I'm gonna put you in jail.
What made you want to start content creation? I've always really been into social media. When Instagram first came out, I was in middle school and I was automatically on that app. Like, I loved Instagram. Me and my childhood best friend Mary used to put on something called the M&E show. We used to run around the house with my dad's camcorder and pretend we were iCarly and do like the most random shit, like dress up like animals and pretend like one of us was the vet and the other one was the animal, and we would like be like give exams or riding around on our bikes with like clown nose and a helmet, putting on like these shows like we were Miranda Cosgrove and Jeanette McCurdy. So I've always kind of had a passion for like videos and photos. Now I can just do it as my job. Homebody or like to go out? I like to go out. Sorry for party rocking. I know a lot of people are always like, I like to stay home, I like to do my skincare, I like to read a book. And if that's you, girl, great. I love that. I have nights like that too. And I feel like my life is so put together the nights that like I'm in bed at like 10:30 and like I have my red light therapy mask on and like I'm doing something productive on my laptop. Like I feel like a real adult then. Most nights I'm not doing that. I do really like to go out. I'm just a very busy body, I guess you could say. I like going out, I like doing things, I like hanging out with my friends, you know, just doing something. Otherwise I just feel like I'm rotting away and I'm like, what's the point? And then I kind of go down this like downward spiral. I think maybe I just can't be left alone with my own thoughts. Oh, maybe I should talk to my therapist about that. Anyway, do you smoke weed? No, surprisingly I don't. I know a lot of you guys have asked me this question before because I guess I just give that vibe. Oh, my friend's FaceTiming me. Hi.
Oh, you look pretty.
Thanks, I'm filming a YouTube video.
I need a vent really quick because I'm pissed. Like, I don't know what I'm getting I'm like...
I hope you're miserable. My friend just FaceTimed me about her husband. Marriage sounds like fun. Okay, moving on. How many dresses will you have for your wedding? I've thought deeply about this and I think it depends how much I like my wedding dress. So I'm only gonna plan on having one, but I feel like will probably end up switching at the reception. It just kind of like depends. What is your dream bachelorette party? My dream bachelorette party would be like going to Greece or like the Bahamas, but realistically I think we're gonna go to Vegas. We're going to Vegas. What are good apps for beginners to use for editing content? I'd say CapCut all around. I've always used CapCut. I've just gotten more familiar with it over the past couple years. It has everything you need. Even on your laptop it's more advanced. I just do it on my phone because I don't know how to use it on my laptop. So definitely CapCut. How do you get out of your comfort zone for filming / photos in public? Honestly, getting out of your comfort zone, you just have to force yourself to do it. The embarrassment never goes away. Okay, I live in a state of embarrassment when I'm filming in public, especially by myself. I think it's worse. Oh my god, it's so bad. If I'm with like Brandon, it's not as bad because it's just like, oh, like he's taking her photo, but when I'm by myself, it's so embarrassing.
I'm like so afraid of her.
Okay, favorites rundown. Colors, /artists, movies, vacation, memory, book shows, and drinks. Oh my god, girl, I don't even know all the answers to these. Okay, my favorite color, off the top of my head, it's like turquoise, but I also really like pink. I like the color I'm wearing. This Aloe hoodie, Aloe. Hey, Aloe. I really like this hoodie, but I would say definitely my favorite color is blue. Song and artist, I love Lily Is That You. She's a TikTok, Instagram artist. She's also on Spotify, but I think she got her start on TikTok. I love her music. I think I know all of her songs. Like, I'm obsessed with her actually. And then Sabrina Carpenter. I also really like Doechii too, so I'm kind of all over the place. My favorite vacation, I think my favorite vacation I've ever taken. That's a really good question that I don't know the answer to. I really liked when we went to Palm Springs. We went to Palm Springs back in May. That was so fun and it's so pretty. It's just so hot, like really, really hot. I also really enjoyed when I went to Italy my junior year of college. My friend was studying abroad, so I went over to Milan to meet her, and then from there we went to Rome. We flew to Malta from Rome and we loved Malta. I think that was like my favorite part of the whole trip. And people that live in Malta love Americans. Typically like nobody likes Americans because they're entitled, fat, and lazy. But they loved us. I was like, oh my god, this is so refreshing. Hi, I'm so glad you don't hate us. Favorite memory? I guess an easy one would just be getting engaged. And you're like, yeah, that's a great memory. Like, I love that, but I don't know if that's like my favorite memory. Honestly, one of my favorite memories I think was with Brandon, his dad, and little sister, and then his dad's girlfriend and kid, and we went to the state fair a couple years ago. I don't know, just, you know, when you're in the moment but like it's nostalgic and like you know it's nostalgic. It was just so like a very wholesome night. It was so fun. I think that's one of my favorite memories. Favorite book, girl, I don't read. Favorite show, Sex and the City, easy. Favorite drink, anything with gin, really. I love gin. Oh, I love a good bee's knees. the bee's knees. I love a Cosmo. That's vodka go, but whatever. Just really anything with gin. I really like gin. Where have you lived / where are you from? So I am from Northern Virginia. It's like pretty close to Washington, DC. From there, I moved to Blacksburg, Virginia, which is where I went to college at Virginia Tech. And then I live in Richmond now. I used to always want to live in Texas because the real estate is quote cheap. Just everybody I knew wanted to move to Texas at one point, and now I have no desire. It's just so hot there, and the state kind of scares me. I think if we were to move, I would love to move to New York. That's like my dream, is to live in New York. I know it'll probably never happen because it's so expensive and just like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna say that. It could happen, and maybe it will. Maybe I'm gonna get so rich I could buy a timeshare in New York, and then I can just like live there whenever I feel like it. So I take that back. I will live in New York at one point in my life. Dream podcast to go on. Mine is Call Her Daddy or Sophia with an F, Child of Divorce. Oh my god. I've always told my fiance I don't want to get like famous. I mean, I'm not gonna complain if I get famous, but like, I just want to be famous enough to get on royal court with Brittany Broski. I love that bitch. Oh my god. That bitch is so funny. I wake up and I listen to her podcast. I cackle to her podcast while I listen to it by myself. Or I'll be in my room downstairs and I'm laughing loudly, and Brandon comes down, he goes, "Are you listening to the Broski Report?" I was like, what else would I be listening to? I love Brittany Broski. I love that. Brittany, if you ever see this, I love you. What do you do for work / what did you do pre-social media? I kind of touched on this earlier because I'm a woman in STEM. I did go to school for biology, so I was a scientist. Specifically, I worked at a pharmaceutical lab and we were working on the COVID vaccine. We were the second step in the process. The big pharmaceutical companies like Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, Pfizer, all of them would send their data and their process to us, and they basically said, replicate this and send us your results so we can cross-reference and make sure everything is like correct, essentially. So we were kind of just like checking their work. We were just checking their work because we are so much smarter than them. Registry rundown. What are you requesting? I'm stuck. We live together already. Me too. I've lived with Brandon since June of 2021 and it is currently January of 2025. Oh my god, that is such a long time. I've been living with a man for a really long time. He's actually my longest roommate.
Now I'm panicking.
We're just doing, I think we're just gonna do a honeymoon fund or like a house fund. If you don't follow me on social media, we bought our house back in 2021. We literally like tore it apart. So we've renovated almost every single room in this house. We're actually really close to finishing. We just have to redo the deck because it's quite literally rotting and falling apart. We love that. And then the upstairs bathroom, the last two things that are like major. We also want to get the driveway paved, but we're just kind of like, if that doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I think we'll just do like a honeymoon fund and then a house fund, or maybe just be like, donate here, bitch. Give me all your money. Ooh, this one's a good one. What are your wedding rules or like do's and don'ts? No kids. None. 0 kids. If you don't want to come because your kid's not invited, then bitch, stay the f home. I do not care. Your kid is not coming to my wedding. Except Brandon's little sister. We agreed she could come to the wedding and then she's going bye-bye after. Bye. Bye. Other than that, I don't know. Like, don't get belligerently drunk and like try to fight someone. Don't throw up on the dance floor. Don't wear white. Easy. We're thinking of doing some sort of dress code, like everybody come in like neutral colors, because we don't know where we're getting married yet. So I told Brandon once we pick the venue, we have our last venue tour this weekend. I'm so excited. So once we pick the venue, I was like, we could pick the color scheme. I think we already know what we want to do. I want people to come in all black. I know it's giving funeral vibes, but I think it looks so sleek and so classy. So that might be a do. Yeah, that's all I got for right now. Favorite concert you've been to or dream concert you want to attend, past or present? I did go to the Sabrina Carpenter concert. That was really fun, but I don't think it was my favorite. I was a big G-Eazy girl in high school. Like, I found him when he was still underground. When he was a smaller artist, he would perform at like the 930 Club in Washington, DC. If you don't know what that is, it's just like a smaller venue, standing room only, like, I don't know, maybe it's like a max of like 300 people, something like that. And I loved those concerts when you're like shoulder to shoulder and you can like feel the sweat of the artist and you're like so close to touching them. Or if they crowd surf and you can just like touch their kneecap, or that sounded kind of weird. Just like, I like the smaller venues because I feel like it's more intimate almost. I don't know, it just, I have a better shot of like getting close and like smelling them. I think my dream concert would be Billie Eilish. I would love to see her live. And then Lily, is that you? Which, Lily, if you're seeing this, please come to the East Coast. I beg you. Must have beauty products. Spill the tea. Oh, okay. I love the Tarte Face Tape. This is great for full coverage, and I also love the Fenty Beauty Foundation. Both of these are really great for medium to full coverage. I would say another one of my go-tos is the Polite Society Lip Plumping Gloss. I post about this all the time on my Instagram. If you follow me, you know I love the Polite Society lip gloss, or lip plumping gloss. This one has color in it. I think this is called Sweet Talker. But they also have a clear one that I wear all of the time. Anything Rare Beauty, love their blush, love their contour stick. Patrick Ta blush, it's another really good one. The Benefit Gimme Brow, it has like these little fibers in the eyebrow, so it like adds to your eyebrow. Love that one. I could go on, but I think those are like my top picks. Do you have pets or want pets? Yes. I have so many pets. We have 5 animals. We have 3 cats and 2 dogs. So my very first animal was Gracie. She's my gray cat. She's missing a tail. I call her Meatloaf Mama, Chunky Monkey, Meatloaf Mama Bear. And I got her from the Humane Society up in Northern Virginia literally like a day before the country shut down for COVID. I kid you not, the drive from my parents' house to Alexandria is normally 45 minutes because there's just always traffic. If you're from the DMV area, you know traffic is bad. That day, there was like, I think I saw 2 cars. It took us 20 minutes to get to the shelter. It was actually quite eerie. I was like, I feel like we're living in The Walking Dead. Like, I'm actually kind of terrified. Granted, I drove and got my cat and then went home, so everything was fine. And then I got Phoebe. She's from Craigslist. They told me she was a lab pit bull mix. She's a Great Dane. Oh,
the woman was too stunned to speak.
I was surprised. But she is my baby. I love Phoebe so much. I also got her right around COVID. I got her like 2 months after I got Gracie. And then I really wanted another cat, but my ex at the time was like, no more animals. Okay, but then we broke up, and a week later I got Blueberry, also from Craigslist. Got her from the Yeehaw Countryland. And she is a menace. I call her Pepe Le Pew, my little skunk butt, my little skunky, fluffy Pepe Le Pew girl. We also have Khaleesi, our little demon, evil cat man, hairy, angry man, angry Khaleesi man. I think he's mad because we named him after a woman because Brandon thought he was a girl until his balls dropped. And then he was like, what are these? And I looked at Brandon and I said, oh, that's a boy. Too late to change his name though. I think that's why he's so angry. I'm the worst dog mom ever because I totally forgot to include Iggy when I was filming that video. So here is Iggy and Phoebe, a little Iggy Piggy. Brennan got her from his barber because the barber's dog and his son's dog accidentally did the deed and his dog got pregnant, so he was just giving away puppies for free. So Brennan randomly just came home from his haircut one day with a puppy and was like, surprise, and I was like, oh, thank you. Well, that concludes our little Q&A. This was my first YouTube video. This was so exciting. So make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And if you don't follow me on Instagram or TikTok, why? Go follow me. What are you doing? I plan on posting once a week. I don't know what day yet. I'm going to shoot for Mondays, so we'll see if that happens. I have a feeling some weeks I might be posting more than others, but I don't really know how to use this app. So we're going to have to figure it out together. But that's all I got. So thanks for watching, and thanks for spending a little bit of your day with me. Bye guys!